Bernstein, also known as Dr. Fashion, and I'm with Faith Phares, and we're The Look. Everything fashion, beauty, and retail. And on this week's episode, we go to the 2024 Emmy Awards for fashion, beauty, elegance. Jenna Ortega in Dior Couture. 700 hours for the embroidery of the dress. 400 hours to put it together. We've seen chartreuse, Valentino red, pink, green, beads. The stars and celebrities wore it all this year in the elegance of the red, in this case, the silver carpet. Come with us as we look over all of the Emmys for 2024. The hits, the misses, what worked, what didn't. Faith and I are going to take a deep dive and look at the most beautiful and glamorous celebrities on the red carpet. Everything that made this year's 2024 Emmy Awards one of the best ever. So come with us, join us as we go on the red carpet like never before on The Look. Welcome back to The Look. I'm here with our co-host, the best from the West Coast, Faith Phares, and I'm Dr. Bernstein. Hi, Faith. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, Faith. You are definitely on the Emmys red carpet.
We are here and we are ready to talk about some fashion. That's for sure.
And you're looking very fashionable. And
Thanks.
Faith, I know you are no newcomer to walking the red carpet or the stages. As a former Miss Arizona and Miss USA, you have the background and you have done this before. You want to share with our Look viewers a little bit about the process that you did when you were getting ready to walk the runway in your year for Miss USA, and how it really relates to the glamour and pizzazz of what we're going to be seeing today on the Emmy red carpet.
Yeah, absolutely. So I did a total of 3 pageants, I believe. And for each one, I picked out a different dress. So starting when I was in high school, I did a teen pageant, and I wore this really pretty light pink shade. My hair was also brown at the time. So it very much played off of my tan skin, my brown hair, and it just went really, really nicely. The stage lit it up beautifully. And I actually got best evening gown during that competition. So I think the process of picking out a gown is when you know. So trying on these different gowns, seeing what colors, what fits, styles kind of resonate with you, trying them on. For my second pageant, I actually wore a very, a darker blue shade. So not this light that I have on, but a darker blue. And it played into my blonde hair, tan skin kind of vibe going on there. So yeah, I really think it's all about, trying on the perfect outfit, trying on multiple outfits until you really find your true one that you feel the most confident in. And yeah, my third pageant, when I won Miss Arizona and went to nationals, I wore a red dress, which was the first time I've ever worn a red dress. And I think it was just stunning. It was perfect for what I needed it for. So yeah, that's the process of picking it out. You just really need to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until you find that perfect match.
And we're going to see some beautiful red today on the red carpet, red on the red, which is going to be very exciting. But before we get to the gowns and dresses that the presenters and celebs wore, let's take a deep dive a little bit behind the scenes and talk about makeup. It's something that a lot of the reporters and people do not talk enough about, because that really makes the look, the accessories, the makeup, the hair, the shoes. So let's do a little deep dive on some of our celebrities and presenters, what they wore on the red carpet and what they were wearing as presenters. I know Selena Gomez and Audrey Platts were wearing a lot of plum makeup and really vampy shades of burgundy, a little goth.
Mhm.
What was your take on that, Faith?
So goth glam makeup is what dominated the red carpet. And to me, you will never see me in a goth glam makeup because I know what shades look best on me. I have when I don't have a spray tan on, I have paler skin, and that red lip on me is not going to work in my favor. However, with these stars, they have their tans on, they have darker hair. Most of the women that you see wearing these gothy makeups, they're going to have a darker complexion, which works very well for them. But I think if you have, blonde hair, light skin, it's not going to work as well. You've got Aubrey Plaza, Dominique Fishback, like you said, Selena Gomez. They all have tan skin, dark hair, so it works well for them. But for me, you will never see me in goth glam ever.
And what about Jenna Ortiz, Miss Wednesday in the movie, or the series? So it was really incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't see her in Goth, and you would really think you would have because that was really her character. And it was really interesting. She wore a beautiful Dior piece, which I know we'll talk about a little bit later on,
Mm-hmm.
but she really was not wearing all that goth, which was really her character. So maybe she just wanted to be herself and not
Mm-hmm.
wear the goth look, which obviously was Wednesday in the series.
Yeah, I think she really shocked us in multiple ways this time on the red carpet for sure. The goth makeup wasn't there for her. She did a more natural, a natural look, as natural as you can get on the red carpet. And then, like you said, with her outfit, there was not a piece of black fabric on that girl, which is something that we have not seen before. So she really came out and completely turned her fashion style upside down, which I think was really cool to see. I think it's always cool to see a celebrity that you know something for, and to see them in a completely different way is really fun and unique. And obviously it gets people talking about it.
Yeah. And the hair was really kind of matted down, stayed. It wasn't puffy, it wasn't fluffy, it wasn't stylish as that. It really kind of matched that goth look with the lips and with the
Mm-hmm.
eyes and the mascara. What was your
Yeah.
take on the hair for some of our presenters?
Yeah, well, I think some of it, like if you saw Aubrey Plaza's hair, she had a little bit of bang. It looked a little straight with a little high pony in the back. But I think it looked really great on her. Now, the dress, I'm not going to comment on that yet because we will be talking about that. But as far as the hair goes, Jenna Ortega's hair, it was very simple. I think she kind of let the gown speak for itself, and she kind of just went with like a simple hairstyle that wasn't too much, that wasn't going to take away from the dress that she was wearing. The other hair, we had a lot of slicked back hair. I think a lot of retro vibes were walking the red carpet. So you got the slicked back hair with the different colors, the different fabric textures that were really a nod to retro style. So the hair, I thought a lot of celebrities wore a simple type of hair, and they really just let their outfits speak for themselves this year.
Anything else that really we saw maybe less accessories? I know we'll talk a little bit about that, which
Mhm.
really has your focal point then on the makeup, the hair, the lips, the mascara, and whatever. So obviously that the great accessories with necklaces and so forth would take your eye
Mhm.
away from that and more to the hair and so forth. So I think we see less because the stylists and designers and hair designers really want to have more of that impact for the hair and the makeup for this year's Emmys.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think we saw either little or no accessories this year. And if we did see accessories, we saw very dainty necklaces, maybe some cute studded earrings or very small dangly earrings, and then maybe like a tennis bracelet or something very, very small that wasn't going to take away from the total presence of the outfits that these stars were wearing. So I think that's great. I'm not really a big statement jewelry type of person. So I really like seeing the no necklace, the only having a ring on. I think that's really great because it's just very, I think it's very romantic and elegant to have either nothing or very little jewelry on at all.
And less is more, as they always say.
And they do
So
say
that less idea is really more
Mm-hmm.
for showing and so forth. Because Emmy certainly is wonderful. It's not quite the Oscars. Some cases, not the Golden Globes. Certainly has its own,
Mm-hmm.
being television. But I think taking the small screen and those characters to make them just really pronounced and really taking up the whole screen is so important. And I know our celebrities, presenters are so good at that. Our stars are really good at that, and it shows very, very well. So I think we have some good check marks and thumbs up
Yep.
for some of our hair and makeup for this 2024 Emmy Award season. So we'll be right back, and we're going to get now, Faith and I will be talking about some of the hits and misses that you have seen on the Emmy red carpet. So stay with us. We'll be right back on The Look. And welcome back to The Look. As we look at our best of the best on this year's Emmy Award red carpet, what better way to get you involved for you to pick out your best outfits this year? So Faith, what do we have in store for our faithful Look viewers?
Yeah, so today, right now, actually, get onto your phones and head over to our social media, and you can go ahead and vote. We've got up the photos that we're about to talk about right here from the Emmys about the best dress and the worst dress. So you can go vote for your favorite and vote for your least favorite, and we'll be announcing the winners of the greatest and the worst looks on the red carpet later today. So head over to our social media right now, put in your vote, and let us know what you think about these looks that we're about to talk about.
And you can vote more than once. Come back, tell your friends, and vote. And we'll be sharing that information with you soon. So Faith, Look viewers, let's start the game right now. So Faith, one of my favorites is one of the first presenters, Ayo Edebiri, who wore Louis Vuitton. And it's so beautiful because this is a black bra bodice gown, short gown, and it's all done in leather. Think of the time that it takes to make a leather pair of pants or a blazer or a jacket. This is an outfit. She is stunning. Her look, her demeanor is beautiful in this outfit from Louis Vuitton Couture. And I think it certainly is one of my favorites for best dressed on the red carpet this year.
Yeah, it's just very sleek and modern. It looks like it fits her like a glove, and I love the way the bottom just comes out just a little bit. She
Beautiful.
looks so elegant. It's also very simple, but if you think about the time that went into this dress, it's not so simple. So
No, a
I
lot
love
of hours.
I
A lot of
love the
hours went
look of
into
it
that.
being elegant and simple with it still being so, I don't even know, so intricate of work into this design.
Next, we have Padma Lashimi in Marchesa. I like this because of the beautiful color. It's the chartreuse. We've seen a couple chartreuse, that beautiful chartreuse green. The dress was pretty, but I think the color really pops out to you. And it's something that a lot of designers are doing more and more. It's not for everybody, certainly for the color tone. I think that this is vintage chartreuse and it's really back. And it's back in vogue. So I don't know if it's one of your favorites, but love the look. And I think I'm glad that designers are bringing back these vibrant colors that we're seeing more and more on the runway.
Yeah, we definitely saw this color on a couple different people on the Emmys. And I'm not going to say I'm a fan of the color. It's just not what I love, but I do think people wear it very well. Someone else we're going to talk about later, she also wore this color, and I think she looks beautiful. I just have very mixed thoughts on the color. I'm not sure. It's not hitting my brain right. Seeing this color. Maybe I need to see it a little bit more. But I love Padma. I think she's awesome and I love her look. The top of the dress is throwing me off a little bit. I don't know. I think it is, like you said, it's a little throwback. I guess they described it as like a goddess Emmys look. So I can see that definitely, in this dress. It kind of looks like a goddess kind of dress. But I think Padma looks great. She looks great in it. So yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with
And
it. I'm not in love with it.
we're seeing more and more color, and we have to thank Barbiecore. And for those of you, please go back to thelooktv.net and take a look at our Barbiecore episode, where we really get into Barbie pink. So I think Barbie pink and chartreuse and green and bright red and orange are some colors we're seeing. So we have to thank Barbie and the Barbie movie for bringing that along this year as well.
So true.
Niecy Nash and Greta Constantine.
Mm-hmm.
I like the dress. It just brings me back to, I think, the Addams Family with Morticia
Oh,
kind of
absolutely.
look. And I think of the Addams Family and, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And it's just Morticia, kind of that look and so forth. It's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Not really my favorite, and you have to have the body in shape. And certainly Niecy looks very good with her dark hair. Her figure is really good with it and so forth. We have this sort of, we call it the S shape and so forth. But it's certainly striking, and certainly it gets your attention on the red carpet, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's funny. I did not think of the Addams Family until you said that, and now that's all I can see. I do think this was one of the outfits that I did think was better than some other ones. I do like the all black. I like the different textures within the dress, the poofy sleeves, and her hair. Her hair is perfect for this dress. I do like this one, but like you said, I'm not sure. Like I do really like this dress on her, but I think it could have been a little bit better.
Right.
Um,
And Faith, if she did this more, I'm looking at her. I mean, her makeup is nice, but this is one you really would have goth. I think the black lipstick and whatever in this outfit probably would have really been a showstopper to make it certainly full. I mean, her lipstick is really more brown or a deep beige and whatever, which is very beautiful with her. But I think to have that goth look with this probably would have been more of a showstopper.
Yeah, adding a little bit more extra to the whole entire outfit would have done something to it for sure. Yeah.
Next is Jessica Chastain and Gucci. I really like this. And again, I know this is the other shade of the chartreuse, but this is really beautiful. I like the sort of the pleating. I like the layering, the subtle sequin work, which is really good. How Gucci is really, dripped into the micro fringe featuring the subtle sequin work, which is beautiful. A lot of hours in the work. It's very simplistic, like you say, the color, and it's really nice with her red hair, or it really makes that, sort of tone, a different tone on tone, which is really striking.
Yep. So this is the other person that I was talking about wearing this color of green. And this is the photo that I keep going back to. And I'm like, do I like this? Or do I like it because she looks stunning and beautiful in it? But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know if I'm in love with this. I think it's the color, to be honest. I think she looks stunning. So I think this was definitely a win for the red carpet.
And next we have one of your favorite, and I don't have a drum here, drum beat, showstopper.
Yeah.
Suki Waterhouse in Valentino red. This was incredible.
Yeah.
How do you go to a red carpet, any red carpet, when you're pregnant and have that big belly bump? She's looking like she's almost ready to deliver tonight, tomorrow, or next week. Valentino really does it. Talk about a maternity gown that couture gown that you can wear and show it off. This is incredible. It's not for everybody, of course, but the bold red dress of Valentino, it's just lacking maybe the pockets. It has the Valentino bow. It has the incredible draping. This, as a showstopper, is something that probably Lady Gaga would have had she been on stage, not necessarily with a baby bump. But
Yeah.
this was incredible. Thoughts?
Yeah, I love this dress and this whole entire look on her. I think I've never seen a gown like this on anyone who's been pregnant before, and I think she absolutely wore it to the tens. Like she absolutely did this dress right. I actually saw this dress on the runway with someone who was not pregnant, and I actually prefer to see her in this as being pregnant. I think it just does something to it. Like she looks absolutely stunning in this gown. I love the bottom where it kind of flares out and you have the different layers on the sides. I think she wore this really, really well. And I love this. This is one of those pictures that I keep going back to and I keep seeing, and I have to like keep looking at it. I can't look away.
Mm-hmm. Ding, 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 ding. I think probably a lot of our Look viewers might be liking this. So next, a really showstopper for its elegance and simplicity was Jenna Ortega in Dior Couture. And she wore this beautiful watercolor Dior dress. And it really is gorgeous. If you think about the workmanship in this dress, it took 700 hours just for the embroidery and 400 hours of labor. That's over 1,100 hours, which would make this Dior Couture probably be at least $50,000 or $60,000. And it's just so simple on her. It's very elegant. And it's just in the simplicity and the workmanship that makes this dress just such a showstopper.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning on her, and it's such a unique looking dress that you would never think that she would be wearing. So that's also why I love it even more. But if you see, there are some pictures online where they show close-up details, and when you see the dress that much closer, you can see the 1,100 hours going into this dress. Like it is absolutely stunning, and I'm a huge fan. I love the color. I think it's a great look. Absolutely.
And it's a combination of pastel colors when you look very closely. You don't see that from far away, but close, it's a combination of those gorgeous pastel colors. And you think of the embroidery and the workmanship to put that together, it's ours. So that could be, Faith, a showstopper for our Look viewers if they so decide to put that at the top of the list.
Absolutely.
We can't forget a 2024 runway show without looking at some men. Coleman Domingo and Louis Vuitton was beautiful. Reminds me of a vintage character from the 1920s or 30s in New York. Kind of the person who's meeting you at a club or at an event. It's just so beautiful, so back to yesteryear in that vintage Louis Vuitton. He wears in his tails. It's just beautiful. And I think we're getting more where the men are catching up with the women in elegance with tails and tuxedos, the elegance of the time. And who better than Louis Vuitton putting together for men as well? This certainly was one of my favorites. Men, we have to recognize the men are there as well. Many times they're escorting their female counterparts and they're on the runway as well. So I think this was a real winner. And what makes any award show stand out besides the beautiful fashion, accessories, makeup, hair, shoes? Well, are the perks. And some of those perks are swag bags. So some of the takeaways, Faith, I see here were a fabulous travel gift, an African safari, which could be more than $10,000. And this is for your Emmy swag bag. And some of the other things include a gorgeous Panama villa or a visit to the museum, one of the museum's hotel in Turkey, named as one of the top 50 hotels in the world. Rooms start alone at $500 a night. So it was a real treat with you, our Look viewers, really getting behind the scenes at the Emmys this Emmy season and doing a deep dive with Faith and myself in what's hot and what wasn't.
Thank you so much for joining us. We had a great time talking Emmy looks here at The Look. Like Dr. Fashion said, head to our social media channels and go ahead and vote for your favorite and least favorite looks of the night. We will see you back here next week, same time, same place, talking all new fashion, beauty, and retail on The Look.